All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Waiting on YouTube to give me the go ahead, and we are live. This is Insider Stock Trades that we are playing on Monday. If you haven't been here before, it's basically our stocks to watch for the weekend. We're typically on TikTok, although I do this on YouTube on the weekends. We appreciate you being here, and we'll get right to it. So essentially, we trade insider stocks. Typically, the worst stocks are the best insider traded stocks, and the ones that we see that will typically go up that next day. Now, again, you're not going to get a 20% pump. Occasionally, you do with our calls. Again, we're not financial advice. We do have a good track record, about 73, 74%, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5%. Last week we got two 10 percenters, but that's rare, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5% is kind of what we expect. Last week, I believe the record was 9 and 2, and then we had 3 pushes. So those are winners, but they barely went up like 0.5% or 1%. So there was no way you could have caught that unless you were actively trading. So with that being said, let's get started. OSG is first one. OSG was traded by what we'd like to see is the president and CEOs for sure, right? So we look at those very closely. OSG, he bought at $1.89. He bought 26,000 shares. Not a big buy. You want to see more than 5%, more than a 5% larger position. This is just 2. 50K, still 50K is 50K. 50K is a lot to me. So OSG, here we go. Doesn't look like the best stock. I'm gonna tell you that now, right? Clearly, the best ones aren't, right? The thing about that we like about the stock, just to start, the insider transactions the past 90 days are huge. 153%, huge, right? Not the smallest float, but small enough to push up pretty good. It is in a really, really good uptrend as well. You can see where he bought at, like we said, at that $1.89. He is at 1.90. Well, he's up 2 cents. So clearly he's wanting more than that. Here's the thing. Here's how the only way that I would trade OSG, which is, by the way, Overseas Shipping Group. Tells you what it is. It's basically a midstream, and I bet they've got bulk tankers as well. It is sitting, if you can't see, it barely has defeated the 50-day SMA, right? So pre-market, and it was up 5% yesterday, or sorry, on Thursday. 5%. So if it's up, one, it's got to be green in pre-market. You want to see that. You also want to see green on crude. You want to see crude actually in the pre-market green too, and that's when I would trade this, because you'll know you'll still be above that 50-day, because that 50-day will now be support versus being resistance. That's why before you trade this, make sure the pre-market is the stock is green and crude is green. Now here's the thing. You can now we're just good for basically 1 day, right? Get your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5% and get out. This one might actually be a pretty good swing trade. You can see the resistance level here at about $2-ish. I'd probably take that up a bit, 202. But you get above that, you might get a little longer. So if you want to stay with this trade, that might not be the worst thing, right? Again, that's not something that I would do. I'm not going to swing trade this. I'm going to pop this, hit this stock for 1 day, and then I'm gone. All right. So that's how I'm playing OSG. Number 2, right? And we try to make these short. It's not going to be some 30-minute, 17-minute time frame. But number 2 is we like MDIA, and then I'll show you a few more that you might look at. MDIA was bought by Standard General LP. Now, they've bought this stock a lot in the past. Here's the thing. Same thing. They own more than 10%. They bought on the 21st. They own 5.8 million shares, so they know the stock very much, a lot. They only did the 1% more, and only 270, which is a small buy for them. But if you look at the stock, again, this is MDIA. You might look at that one. The next one we like, yes, that's MDIA. Now here's the thing with MDIA. Let me get to the right one because I don't have it up here. I was looking at something else. VACC is one you might look at. Now, we like VACC, but the problem with this one is very low volume. So, all right, let me get to MDIA. Clearly did not come prepared. So, here it is. They bought on, what do we say, the 21st. And by the way, if you look right here, so here's the thing. This is the first buy that they've actually had since like 7 months, right? So that means something to us, number one. Number two is they bought here on the 21st. So they're up a little bit, but it's not much. They were in at 420, right? So 420, they're up about 8 cents in the play. Here's the thing, right? It's a broadcasting company. You might could swing this if you can get above that 200-day bull bear pivot and the $6. I'd wait about $6.50. But again, I'm not waiting around. It's just not moving a lot. But here's the thing: very, very small float. That means that any kind of good news or bad news will absolutely can pump this stock at any time. It is 25% insider owned too, so that is key. Again, this is one of the ones, I hate to say this, but it's sitting on the 20-day. So go back to OSG. It's sitting on the 20-day, right? It literally, the 20-day is providing the resistance. I need to see this green in pre-market for me to buy it and then go to trade it that day. Again, I need it to be above 412 in the pre-market, right? It needs to be green because it's sitting on, it's got to defeat the resistance of where it's sitting on the 20-day. That is key, right? So that's number one. We talked about the small float. So MDIA is one that we really like. Again, not a very good stock. Just going to tell you that now. It's good for one day. If you happen to want to swing this, maybe, but that's not what I'm going to do. Again, not financial advice. This is not a good. This is only a $35 million company, right? So understand that it's just now getting some legs as it comes off its bottom in the last probably 7 months. So all right, there's that one. Let's go through here really quickly and give you some more. So VACC was one that we liked. Well, here's SREV. We like SREV above $1. There was an insider that sized up on SREV as well. Here it is, Edenbrook Capital. They sized up on them a lot, but it wasn't a larger position, 3% larger position, and it's a true penny stock right now. So SREV we like above $1 if it does that. It's kind of in a short-term breakout. We did like that one. We did like the VACC, as we said. Trying to find it. All right, there's SREV, SREV, and then where's my VAC? I did like IQV, but because look at this, a director bought 70% of IQV. Now the chart on IQV, it's going straight up. This guy's up about $6-7 already on 10,000. So he's already up 60 grand. So, but tradable, yes, and it's a good swing trade as well. Where is my VA? Here, VACC. All right, so on the 22nd, director bought at 997 of basically 100 grand, but she took 41% larger position. Here's the thing about that too, is that this is the first buy for this one in about 7 or 8 months too. So anyway, you might look at those. Again, we like OSG, MDIA, but VACC is a YOLO only because I'd really like it, but the volume is way down here, and so it can be manipulated a lot. And then we also like SREV and IQV just as outside stocks. Those will probably move. They'll probably gap up. In fact, most of them will probably gap up. Just so you know. Some we hope to keep the gaps under 3% though. So that's what we're going for. So that is the what we like the insider stock trades that we are playing on Monday. With that being said, watch your six. Go hard in the paint. Catch us on TikTok on stocktrade.tips. We go live at 2 p.m. Central Time, 3 p.m. Eastern Time every day, and we go for 2 hours doing technical analysis for stocks and for cryptos. That being said, guys, I hope you had a great Christmas. We will see you Monday. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.